December 5th, 2018, and here in my hand is a SOURSOP. So these can vary in size. This is a fruit and it is edible. I picked this fruit from my brother's house. My brother let me have this fruit off of his SOURSOP tree. So he had about 30 fruits on his tree, and he let me pick one of the bigger ones so I can bring it home and do a video on it. So here we are. I'm gonna open this fruit up, and I'm gonna have some of it just for the sake of those who haven't seen any videos on, you know, what the SOURSOP tastes like or what it looks like, what the texture is like. But I've had SOURSOP before, and this one I actually picked kind of early from the tree to save time from having to go back to my brother's place. And it's not like we can constantly monitor the fruit so that the birds can't get to them. So we just went on ahead and picked this fruit, and I brought it home, let it sit for a couple days so that it ripens up, kind of like a banana. You cut it down green, and within a couple of days it'll be yellow and ready to eat. So the way you would tell that this is able to be this could be eaten is it really softens up. So as you can see here, I'm kind of pushing on it right there. It's really mushy inside. That's exactly what it is. So we'll just kind of try and puncture it right here. There you go. With the SOURSOP fruit, as you can see from the layer of skin there, it's pretty thin. So that texture is kind of mushy, which is exactly what it's like on the inside as well. It's really juicy. I'll try to capture as much of this as accurately as I can so that you guys can see what we're working with here. A lot of folks like to make tea out of the SOURSOP leaves. I've never done it myself, and I've never had the tea myself, but apparently it's pretty popular, just as popular as the fruit is itself. But I've never drank the tea, but I have eaten the fruit before. So this is what it looks like. It's actually pretty mushy. I can actually like poke my finger through this and it'll go all the way through. So actually I'm going to go ahead and do that just to show you guys just how really soft and juicy this fruit is. What it is all the seed pods are covered by a layer of the fruit's flesh. And yeah, it's there you go. There's a hole right through it, which didn't take too much. But if you could smell this fruit, it has a very light fragrance, very fruity fragrance. It kind of reminds me of Skittles, actually. It really reminds me of Skittles. I wouldn't be surprised they make a Skittles flavor that's SOURSOP. But I'm gonna grab some of this so you guys can see. See, you can see a seed right there. Here's a seed. So instead of picking at this all day, see this little piece of flesh, it actually comes with a seed in it, and it's the same all around for the fruit. It's like chunks of flesh that have a seed in it, and it's just like that. So I mean, I could just keep doing this and you'll just get the same exact thing, this small chunk of flesh with the seed inside. And I'm gonna go ahead and bite through this one so that I can actually expose the seed so you guys can see what it looks like. And there's the seed. So these little pieces of flesh with the seed inside, it is actually like, I'm chewing on it right now, and it's almost like a pillowcase outside of this. It's almost like a small bag containing a seed, with the bag being edible, obviously. But its texture is, it is really mushy, but at the same time, it actually is kind of like chewing on a small little bag that has flavor with a seed inside of it. You can see here it's pretty fibrous. It's pretty fibrous, and it's kind of chewy, but it's full of flavor. It's really, really tarty. That's it for the soursop. I'm going to go ahead and eat as much of this as I can, and I'm going to set the seeds aside so that we can grow it. Alright guys, so I've eaten as much as I can of this fruit. It is just overwhelmingly sour. It's just this deep, really deep. It's not like a lemon where it's kind of like surface sour, if that makes any sense, where it'll just, you know, a touch to your tongue will let you know that that's a very sour fruit. This one, you could be eating it and it's sour to the core, but you can see here there is just so much juice in this fruit, and I bet if I just picked it all up and squeezed it, a whole bunch of juice would just come dripping, running down into this saucer here. But I'm done eating it. I can't take any more of it, so I'm just gonna go ahead and extract the seeds. Alright, sorry about the wind, but there it is. I've got the seeds separated from the flesh, and here's the outside layer of skin there. Alright guys, so here's a pretty cool detail. I filled up this smaller saucer here with water while the seeds were in there, just to kind of clean them up. And if you look closely, there's a small transparent membrane there. It looks like a small little bag, but if you could see, sorry, let me grab a stick here so that I can point it out to you. But if you can see right here, there's that little membrane. It's almost like a little bag that sits around the seed. See there, I just took it off. And here's a closer. It just looks like a little bag that covers the seed, a little protective, transparent bag. You can see this seed here is actually inside of it. I'm not sure what that's all about. Maybe some form of protection. Maybe this is one of those little bags that can't be digested by our digestive systems, I guess you can say. So in the case birds ate these seeds, they would stay protected in this shell, this little transparent bag, and when the bird poops it out, the seed effectively found a way to grow in a different location. So like I said, I don't know what it is. I think it's just a pretty cool detail though, but I just wanted to show you guys that because I thought it was pretty intriguing. So I'm going to go ahead and take the rest of these little bags off, and I'll clean these seeds up and we'll start back up. Alright, so here we are with our seeds. They're all cleaned up and they're ready to be potted. Alright guys, so it is a couple days later and it's December 9th, 2018. We're back here at the soursop seeds. Sorry about the wind, it's really windy today. So as you can see today, the seeds look kind of brown. So they were pretty black the other day, but now they're pretty brown. I actually had them covered with a smaller saucer, and I just covered them and left them out for that couple of days, and as you can see, it looks like it's kind of dried out a bit. So I'm not sure how that's gonna work, but today I'm going to be potting them. Okay guys, so we're ready. I got the pots filled up. These pots are made of, I'm sure, recycled paper, so it's biodegradable, and I was only able to fit 17 of them into this saucer here. So I'm only going to be planting 17 seeds, and I separated 17 of, I guess, some of the better looking seeds from the rest. So here are 17 seeds that I'll be planting, one in each of these pots. I'm just going to use my pinky here and put a small hole, maybe about ½ an inch deep, into the pot, and I'll place the seed right there. Cover it up. Cover it up, and that's that. This one has a seed in it, and so does this one. So I'm going to go ahead and do that for the rest of these pots. Alright guys, it's January 15th, 2019. So I'm not sure if you guys can see it, but there's one seed that's about to come up, and there's another there, another there. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And when I mean 5, I'm not talking about this little thing. I'm talking about right there. You can see it right there. And so far we've got 5. Actually, we've got 6. So 6 is right here. Okay, so it's February 4th, 2019, and it has been approximately 2 months since we started the video on these soursops here. So on the last clip before this one, I think I had counted about 5 or 6 maybe soursops that had come up. So this was approximately 2 weeks ago, and now we've got much more soursops coming up. As a matter of fact, almost all of them have come up, except for maybe, it looks like 2. So that's this one and this one here, because obviously you can see here this one's coming up, and those are the 3 pots that don't have anything coming out. As far as this one here, there's another little plant growing in there alongside the soursop, and I'm going to pull that out so that it doesn't take away from the nutrients that this soursop seedling is going to need. For the most part, when they first came up, they actually kind of looked like this right here. There's just a pointed tip, and it didn't look like it was going to have any leaves, but the first ones that had come up are obviously the ones you see here with these leaves, you know, coming out, and they've got a beautiful green to them. Alright guys, it's February 13th, 2019, and we're back here at the soursop seedlings. So as you can see here, the majority of the seeds had popped up except for these 2 pots. So I'm going to go ahead and put this video up so you guys can see with the soursop germination, everything has gone pretty well. We've got majority of the seeds to come up, and it's not like I'll be needing all of these soursop trees, so I'm gonna have to figure out something to do with them. I might just give some of them away. I got this soursop from my brother's house, and I went on ahead and did a taste test on the fruit, tried to explain it to the best of my knowledge, and to the best of the experience of eating the fruit, and we went on ahead and planted the seeds. So I will put up a video when I transplant these seedlings, and that'll be in probably about a month or so. I want to thank you guys for following along with the soursop germination video, and I'll put that update up in about a month, maybe a month and a half.